Welcome back to another story from the series of short stories out of the book The Conjure Woman, published in 1901 by Charles Chestnut, and this one is called The Gray Wolf's Haint. Now, in this story, Julius tells John a story about a conjure man named Jube who seeks revenge on a man. Now, the man in question is an enslaved man named Dan who unalived Jube's son for trying to steal his woman. But of course, Dan finds out about it and goes to visit another conjure woman for help. But Jube, being slick as he is, already knows about this and runs into Dan and somehow manages to convince him he has no idea what he's talking about. He didn't know that Dan unalived his son. Instead, Jube agrees to help Dan find the witch that caused all the misfortune in Dan's life in the first place. But little does Dan know that Jube has already kidnapped his wife, turned her into a black cat, and then he gets Dan by himself and turns him into a gray wolf. But this is where it gets tricky. Jube tells Dan that the black cat is actually the witch, which causes Dan to rip out the throat of the black cat. It's not until he does this that he realizes that that's actually his wife. So Dan, as the gray wolf, finds Jube and tears out his throat instead. As he lays dying, Jube tells Dan that, we're even now, so go ahead and drink this potion and turn yourself back. So Dan drinks the potion, but Jube got the last laugh because that potion was not meant to turn him back. It was actually meant to keep his behind a wolf forever. Now, y'all, I would love to see this story as some type of on film, maybe just like a little short or something along those lines. I think it was a really good story. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments.